Okay, what makes people nervous about competition, we're really nervous about competition, it's the things that they can't, what creates stress is things you cannot control. Like, for example, give you an example. If you have a machine gun and you know it's 100% functional, you test it, you take out the whole room. And I'm 50 yards away with a 100-pound sack on my back. And I tell you that I have to tackle you, and you got this machine gun, okay? And if I tackle you, you're going to give me your house. But if you kill me, you take everything I own. And I'm 100 yards away. How stressed out are you? Not too stressed out. No. I might take my time and stretch a little bit before I blow you away. Okay? Why? Because you have a lot of control of the situation. Tons of control. Tons. Now, I say, you got a machine gun, and I got a pistol. Is your stress level going up? Yes. If I tell you, you got a machine gun, and I got a machine gun, the stress level is going up even more. If I tell you that I was a Navy SEAL, and I got a machine gun, the stress level is going up and up. The less and less control you have over the situation, the more and more the stress goes up. Now, in every situation, though, the stress was coming from what? You thinking about the outcome. Okay? You think about the outcome, oh shit, I might die. Now you got nervous. What stresses competitors out, there's several things. One is winning or losing. Now, this is the most natural thing to be worried about, and people worry about winning or losing, winning or losing. And they'll get in there and they'll think about it, and they'll think about it, they'll think about it, they'll think about it, they'll think about it, and it'll consume them. Let me ask you this. If you did an 8-week training camp, I'm going to ask you. You do an 8-week training camp, you diet correctly, okay? You go through all these sacrifices, you train 6 hours a day, you're away from your family, you quit your job to pursue this fight, you're training. I'm going to make it grappling so everyone here can relate. Okay? I don't want to lose anybody in this. So you have a grappling tournament coming up, and you're training. You take private lessons with your instructor, you're watching DVDs and your opponents, like everything's set up. You've done everything humanly possible to get ready for this tournament. You weigh in, you make weight, you cut like 20 pounds to make it, and the next day, you're arriving to the venue, getting ready to compete. And I got this magic crystal ball. And we're going to pretend this thing exists, and we're going to pretend it's 100% real. And I tell you, hey, look, you see this crystal ball right here? You're going to lose your first match 10-1. Do you not compete now? After you're going to compete anyways. Yeah. So why the fuck do you care about winning or losing if you're going to compete anyways? Yeah. It's that simple. If the outcome is not going to make a difference, if you are going to compete anyways, then why even worry about it? So what are we worrying about then? The only thing we're going to worry about is how much effort are you going to give. Now, it's something like after school special, but we have a lot of competitors in the house. How many men in here and women can tell me that they've truly ever gone 100% every second of a competition? I'm not talking about overall. No, every second, every scramble, everything. That at the end of the day, you look back and you say, you know what? There's not 1 second in this fight that I could have done better. Not one punch I could have threw faster. Not one sprawl I could have done harder. Not one takedown I could have ran better. This was the best performance I could ever do. Who can say that in this room? Nobody. It's almost an impossible goal. And that's what we're reaching for. We're always striving for that. And the closer you get to that, the more proud you are. If you go all out and you lose, trust me, you won't feel that bad. It's the losses that you didn't go all out that you feel like shit. You're like, man, I could have fucking done better. I could have prepared better. Those are the ones that hurt. You go all out. So now, all I'm focusing on, since I'm going to compete no matter what, even if I win or lose, we already discussed that with the crystal ball. If I'm going to compete no matter what, I'm not thinking about winning or losing now. I'm thinking about me. What am I going to do? That's what I have control over. Because another thing is this. You really don't have that much control over the outcome like you think. Ask Manny Pacquiao, right? I had a match once, a grappling match in Texas, where it was a judges' grappling match, where there's no points being called out, it's just judges. And by jiu-jitsu points, I had won 13-2, if you were to call them points. I had mount, hooks, mount, takedown. I gave up 1 takedown this entire match. So 13-2. And at the end, they raised the other guy's arm. You know why? Because I, like an idiot, never did it again. It was only that time. Agreed that for my pay, I'd take $1,000 if I win and nothing else. Like, you don't have to pay me show money. Just $1,000 if I win. Tournament had like 30 people in it. It was a bad tournament. So the guys, the promoters were like, fuck this guy. He loses, right? So that was, to a certain degree, out of my control. How about this? You slip in a puddle of sweat and blow out your ACL. Javi Vasquez once blew out his whole knee because they had an outdoor venue and the canvas was wet and they had that vinyl canvas, took a step, blew out his ACL. Okay? The judges can be against you. Referees, I, with these 2 eyes, have seen so much bullshit referee calls that it drive, like one thing's a bad call, another thing's what I think it's like on purpose. See what I'm saying? So sometimes you don't have control over so much when it comes to victory. Like points and shit like that. So much that you don't have control. I'm telling you right now, the only thing you do have true control over is the effort you put. And if you give 100% of your effort and you are the better fighter, what's going to happen? You're going to win. So you always give the 100% of your effort. So that's the story I share when people come to me and they say, I want to compete for the first time. What should I know? And I also tell them, look, man, the first match, honestly, it means nothing. Like, this is just to break the ice. You're going to be nervous as hell no matter what I say. I'm going to tell you the speech, but you're going to be nervous as hell. But once you go through it, you're going to feel great. And just keep in mind that, for me personally, I lost my first 11 matches in a row, and I won 1, and I lost 7 more. So I went 1-18 my first year of wrestling, okay? And I came back the next year and I went 22-5, right? But the first year I went 1-18. I don't know if you guys understand what that's like. Ready? I lost, 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 I lost. Okay? So every time people, how'd you do? I lost. Then I won 1 match. I went running off the mat to this thing called a phone booth. They used to have these things back in the day. And I called my mom and dad, and I was like, yo, I won, oh my God. And then I'm like, that's all I needed. Now I'm going to start winning everything. Then I lost, and I started losing all over again. Okay? But then there's some people that off the bat win everything. Okay? So I always explain to people, in the beginners, like, look, man, you might lose first 10 men in a row. You might win your first 10 in a row. It really doesn't matter. Okay? What matters is that you try your best, you get out there, you do it, you step on the mat, and you get your first matches in. Just focus on what you're going to do. Don't focus on your opponent. Think about what you're going to do. A lot of people, like, if they know the guy's a good guillotine, they're thinking about, okay, guillotine counters. No. That's something you might think about in training, preparation, but once it's go time, you're only thinking about what you're going to do. The other guy, you're his problem. He's not your problem.
Thank you.